What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of First Eps. We're back, season 2. We're ready to do the damn thing. And today we're talking about the brand new Netflix superhero action TV show, Jupiter's Legacy. So, I'm Eric.
I'm Keith.
And this is First Eps. All right, so yes, we are back with season 2.
That was
I don't know, like,
vacation.
I used to do the numbering and stuff. I don't even know how to do that anymore, so I'm just going to stop. This is
one. Wait, what numbering? What are we talking about? Where am I?
The episodes, exactly. You don't even know season 2, and you're a goner. You've given up completely. You just told me you're like, the hard part's done, and I'm just gonna coast from here on out. That's what you told me.
Is it recorded? There's no proof of that.
No, there's not. But everybody knows that I'm the trustworthy one. But yeah, so we're back. However you want to do it, season 1, episode 2, who knows? But anyways, we're gonna stop talking about episodes, and we're gonna talk about this episode, Jupiter's Legacy Rules. That we watched. Not Jupiter Rules, but yeah, it's so we took a week off. You know, we did our big awards show. It was nice. And we were gonna even take longer off, and then this Jupiter's Legacy came out, so we're like, let's just jump right back into it. But
before I get out of practice.
Exactly. And I already feel like I'm out of practice. I forgot half the stuff I'm supposed to do. It doesn't help that, like, now that it's like nice out, I actually have like shit I need to do. So like I didn't sit inside. And then that's the other thing. Like, you could leave your house now. Big news, guys. You can leave your house now. So like I actually we left the house and did stuff. So like I didn't prepare anything for this show, and I'm like scrambling to like get this shit done.
You're not supposed to tell people this.
Yeah. We'll cut this out. No, but it was a busy. So we're recording this on a Sunday night, and it was a very busy weekend. Mm-hmm. So
you got a little sun actually. I'm seeing now in your face.
I did. I was out and mowed the lawn. I like did some weeding. Everything's beautiful.
You know what I also just noticed now? I think I'm starting to see in your beard there. Like, are you getting like a gray streak, like a super cool one right there?
Yeah, that's been there for a while. I got like 2 little things here. Wow. The thing is, so it's really gray underneath, but the top layer like protects it.
No. You should let that fly. That's incredible.
These are the secrets that we're not supposed to be talking about. They can know that I don't have any notes for this show. You can't be talking about my gray beard streak.
I'm impressed. No.
Yeah, it's like if Mr. Fantastic had a beard, it was just the 2 streaks, like how he has them. And that's, you got the Mr. Fantastic streaks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if my hair was like I just took a shower, so that you can see how my hair is awful.
It looks great. It looks great.
We've got it back right now. It's controlled, and it's starting to frizz out a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so we got to get to the topic at hand. The reason we're here, like I said,
about beards and hair.
No. I mean, we could do that all day, but we're not going to. Jupiter's Legacy. Yeah. Legacy. So like, I saw it came out, and I was like, man, I really want to watch this. But if I feel like if I'm going to watch it, we're going to do it for the show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing. We watched the first episode of Jupiter's Legacy. It's on new Netflix superhero series, and it's written by Mark Millar. He writes a lot of comics, and the way he does his comics too, they're pretty much like stories that are told like singularly, like, you know, not. I mean, there's different episodes, but it's like it has a beginning and an end. It's like, gotcha. You know, it's not like an ongoing thing. And he gets some criticism for that. Like, he's basically creating these stories with like the idea of selling it as a movie or a TV show.
I see.
And that's fine. I mean, I really enjoy his work because it's like that. Like, he did like, did you see Wanted, the movie Wanted?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he did that. he's got a whole. It's funny, like he's got a whole lineup of shows. Like he has his imprint is called Millar World, and he's got like all the stuff that he's put out under that imprint. He inked a deal with Netflix. He's got a ton of new stuff coming out. We'll go over it after the end, talk about what the stuff is that he has coming out yet. But let's talk about Jupiter's Legacy.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Do you remember what happened in the show? You watched it like a week ago.
I did. Yeah. We watched it randomly just to fill some time during dinner. And then you texted me saying that's the one you wanted to watch. I thought, oh, okay, awesome. That was fortuitous.
You're like, shit, I should pay attention.
Actually, yes, that's exactly it. Because I'm playing a game on my Switch.
I know it. All right, so I'll run you through it.
Yeah.
It starts off, and there's these three kids playing superheroes in a field.
Right.
And, you think it's just like some regular, like, Little House on the Prairie type shit.
Yeah.
But no, then this girl screams and she's got powers.
Yeah. She had like havoc powers or siren, right? It was like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like knock these kids back. Now, like I knew this. So this book, Jupiter's Legacy, I only read like the first like 3 or 4 issues. And I couldn't remember it, why I never went back. But my plan now is to go back and finish reading the series. I think it's finished. Anyways, so I knew there was going to be superheroes in it. I knew this was a superhero show. I mean, you could tell just by looking at the picture of the thing. Yeah. So like, it wasn't a big surprise to me that this little girl's got powers or whatever.
Yeah.
But then we see Beard Man, Josh Duhamel, Beard Man come flying down.
Yep. Age Jesus comes flying down, ready to go.
His name is Utopian.
Right.
He's basically the Superman of this world.
Very much the Superman of this world,
except with a beard.
Yeah, exactly. He's more aged and less coiffed.
Yeah. So then we jump ahead to current day. The kids are grown up, and one of them, they grow up fast. These superhero boys. He's sitting in a coffee shop.
Yep.
And he hears trouble, so he goes to run out.
Yep.
To stop these bad guys wearing monkey masks.
Yes. I thought it was going to be like, who is that from the Marvel universe? Simeon?
Yeah, for the first time I saw it, I was like, yo, that's a monkey. And I was like, no, that's not. They're just wearing masks.
I thought so too. I was like, oh wow, it's good. Like Planet of the Apes. This is cool.
Yeah, exactly. This shit's weirder than I thought.
Yeah, no, and they're like, oh,
boring monkey masks.
Yeah.
So then this dope. I love this scene, and I knew you were gonna too. That blonde lady comes walking up with her yellow outfit on.
Coat. Amazing.
Immediately going to be a nominee for next year's best outfit. Incredible. Yeah. Lemon yellow Burberry jacket, just ready to go. Oh yeah. And then on top of that, when she turns into like female Iron Man,
I thought that too.
Iron Woman, I guess we would say. Yeah. Iron person for this day and age. She's like, no, I'm robbing this shit. And then she starts shooting the monkey guys. So he goes to stop her. The superhero guy.
He's out of his head, though.
Yeah.
He's like a little prepubescent.
What was his name? Do you remember his superhero name?
Candy Crush.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Candy Crush.
I don't know.
I didn't write it down. I know. I think his name was like Brad. Was his name Brad? Am I just making that up? Brandon? Was his name Brandon?
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know.
I know I am.
Brad and Janet.
So he gets beat up, and his father has to come save it. His father is Beard Man.
Yep. Beard Man, Utopian
comes, saves him. Now, obviously, he's aged a little bit more, bigger beard, longer hair.
Yep.
But still handsome.
Attitude.
Still handsome.
Okay.
You're not feeling him?
We'll talk about that in the looks category. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't feeling him. No. But we'll chat more. Yeah, let's go through the synopsis. Okay. At this point, I was still evaluating myself.
Brandon, the young superhero's name is Brandon. Not Brad.
Yep.
So and I did find it. Paragon I wrote that's his superhero name, Paragon. Brandon's superhero name is Paragon.
I got that.
Yeah, so his pops comes and saves him. Boom, intro.
Yep.
We're talking Jupiter's Legacy, baby.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of this intro? It's just kind of like comic book drawings. I'm assuming they're from the series.
Yep. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I mean,
yeah, it was fine. Just a generic like song, like it didn't really blow me away, this intro. But I'm assuming they were the art from the books, which is done by Frank Quitely, great artist. So it was nice.
Yeah, nice. Yep.
And then they're showing shit about this guy, Black Star, throughout the whole show, talking about Black Star. He's in custody. Yep, he's a super villain.
We know he's bad. He's a bad guy. He's a
bad.
Yeah. And he's ugly. So that's how you know he's really bad. When they're ugly like
exactly.
that.
Exactly. Yep. Now let's just preface by he's not just like an ugly person. He's like really like he's like an alien creature or something, right?
It reminds me of I don't know if you remember if you've ever played like a super mutant in like Fallout series. Like that's what it looks like to me.
Or like the Toxic Avenger. He's just like really he's really messed up.
Yeah. No, he's not like Paul Giamatti. Like that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like hideous.
yeah.
Just want to clarify for the audience. You're right. Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Yes, it's the second person, and then the other person I remember you threw shade at was Willem Dafoe in a previous episode.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like I'm paying money. I'm paying $9.99 a month to look at good people.
Exactly.
I don't want to see like deformities like that.
All right. Moving on. We then we see the wife of
Lady Liberty. I remembered her name. Yeah.
Was that her name, Lady Liberty?
That was like, of course.
Yes.
Of course. I want to call her Liberty Bell, like from.
Oh yeah. From Glow.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Leslie Bibb is the actress here.
Loved her.
Now she's like, they got the silver hair to match. What do you think about her? Like you were not sold on Josh Duhamel's.
I mean, to me, she seems. So here's the thing. She also seemed like a generic, like a watered down Wonder Woman to me. It just seemed, both those main characters seem so dialed into me. They just, I don't know.
And I think that's supposed to be written that way because they are just these like cookie cutter, Superman at his finest and whatever. But anyways, I thought they were a very attractive couple.
Oh, sure. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I wish them no ill will. They could rescue me any day. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Hot old Josh Duhamel and hot old Leslie Bibb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cold old me over here. Just waiting to be warmed up.
Please save me. Yeah.
But so they're talking about the family, and we see that even superhero families have troubles, Now, the father, Utopian, he's talking about how the kid, he wants to get him set up for, when he's not there anymore, but he's not ready. He doesn't think he's ready.
Nope.
And
he just proved that by being beaten by female Iron Man.
Yeah. Iron Woman. Yeah.
Iron person.
Yes, exactly. But the kid's on the roof. Brandon's on the roof and he hears it with his super hearing. And then
of course.
Yeah. Then we meet your favorite character.
Oh yeah.
The uncle. Yeah. He's like a telepath.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful telepath from the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they're shooting the shit. We flash back even further than to 1929 at a factory, and Josh Duhamel is there with his brother, the uncle, and their father. They're running like a I don't know what it was. Did they say? Oh yeah, they did say steel. It was steel factory or something.
Okay. Yeah.
So we keep jumping back to this 1929 story.
Yep.
Jump back to the Back to the Future. And we meet the daughter, Chloe, from the first scene. And she's just like,
pixie cut, she doesn't give a fuck. She's flying in. Yep. And then we decide,
super drunk. She comes into their Sunday dinner and she's all hammered and she's just like, I'll tell it like it is.
Yeah, she's a disappointment to all. I could tell right away that this is the one.
Even to me.
Exactly. Me.
Exactly. So then I thought it was interesting that the father makes a big deal about them saying grace. So like I thought that was interesting.
Yep.
That he's, and then we see throughout the show how like extremely moral he is, and now how like kind of devout he is too. I thought that was interesting.
I did too. I was actually wondering if that's going to bring up like if there will be great. It's always kind of neat to think of a superhero thinking there's something stronger than they are.
Yes, so, you never see it. So
yeah. Besides another superhero or something they're worried about. So having a divinity, I thought that was interesting. I don't know what's going to come of it, but yeah.
And they got like the Chloe, the daughter, was like, this is stupid, like blah blah blah. She actually brought it up, and then she bounced out. She left because they got in an argument.
Yep. I'm never gonna see you again.
Yeah, exactly. And then. We see more of the parents talking about it, washing dishes. It's like, I love washing dishes.
We have a dishwasher,
Yeah, we're superheroes. Then we go to Brandon and his friend are in a club. And that was another interesting point that all the paparazzis there taking pictures of them, the superheroes. So it was cool by that. Like they were able to show us like a lot of these little finer details about the world that they live in without really like just like hammering it down, like about like them being religious, about how the world views superheroes, that sort of thing, without just explicitly mentioning it. I thought both of those were really cool parts.
That's true. I like that. Totally. Yeah.
And then we go back to the 1929.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. And it's the stock market crash. And
this is the part that I think that you're going to get a little mad with me about. But this is when I found that I do not think that Josh Duhamel is a very good actor. When his father plummets to his death, he tries to stop him. And the look on his face, it was not abject horror. It was more like, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, oh my God. It was I cringed.
There was no competition with that right there. You nailed that. Yeah, and I didn't particularly think it was bad. I'm like, he's not winning any Epsteins. He's not winning any Epsteins with this. With this
what do we call our awards?
I had to think about it. It's been a long 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think it was like bad. And now I really want to go back and watch that.
Let me just say, it took me out of the moment. So like, instead of being upset that Pops had just taken a flight, I laughed. So that's not a good thing.
But I was distracted the whole time. They kept going back to the past. I'm like, so wait a minute, like, where does he have powers now?
Yep.
Where did they get the powers from? If it's like a powered family, why? I didn't get it. So I was very distracted with that. I'm very eager to see more of like, I'm assuming they're going to keep showing us the past in these flashbacks.
Yeah.
But like, because I also did think, I think it's because I've had so much Superman shoved down my throat that I just assumed that this guy's an alien.
Yes.
Because that's the explanation for everything. Is like,
yep. He was adopted. La, la, la,
la. So I thought that was interesting, but it was a sad moment. We're flying back to the present now, and they got this. That's when they go in the dope Justice League like room. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a point where I was like, okay, so this is bigger than just this family, really. When they got this huge table and they're like, when's the last time we were all in here? And they even called it the group was the Union of Justice. So it's very much on the nose, like take of that. And then they talk about this guy Sky Fox turned on them.
I don't remember this. Wow.
Yeah. So that was when we see like right there when they're in there, they see like some guy coming in a wheelchair, and I think that was the guy that like because did you remember? You don't remember this part at all?
No.
His like face was all like fucked up, and I think
somebody else wheeled him in, right?
Yeah, to like they came in to like to deliver some news or whatever.
Yeah.
But prior to that, they showed a helmet that was all like messed up, which I don't know why they'd be keeping this messed up helmet in a glass case if it's just like constant traumatic.
Well, I mean, it could be like let's go back to religion. You do sometimes you like a saint.
True.
Like their mangled body you would revere.
Unless that was the Sky Fox guy that turned on them, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, I'm sure we'll get more information about all that backstory. But the other thing I thought was cool was that they're talking about their roles in the world as far as like what they've done to like help society. And they talk about not getting involved with wars or politics and that sort of thing. And the uncle,
the mental power uncle, right? The one with the power.
Yeah. He's like saying like, what, we could have done so much more.
Yeah.
But he was, and it like, the dad was like, we don't get involved. We just try to inspire, was what he said. Like, but then they're like, we could have made such more of a difference. But then they're like, well, who chooses which side that we should be on and that sort of shit. So I thought that was interesting too. And we got to see more of his like really like severe moral compass.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so those two came in to tell them that Black Star escaped. The big bad ugly guy escaped. All hands on deck. Get out there. And then shit went crazy.
Yeah, that's when I'm like, oh, finally, this is getting good now.
Yeah. This is when I went from like being like, okay, I like this world. I'm interested in this, but like it's, it's just a family drama, really. And then we get into this amazing fight scene.
Yeah.
With like a ton of superheroes.
Yeah.
All with really cool powers.
Yep.
Trying to stop this Black Star. Now picture like the Avengers like Endgame when they're like all of them are like fighting Thanos. Like
totally like Thanos. That's what I thought of too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's like. But like really, so even before that, we meet like these two people and they're like, why aren't you out there? It's like, dude, I only have flaming fists. He's like, what am I going to do? So I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, great fight scene and showing how powerful this Black Star is. Like super, super powerful.
Yeah, pretty much like, in like durability is on like a 10 out of the scale of 10. Like
they're beating the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Invading his mind, doing everything that they can to try to stop this guy. And he's beating off 10 people.
Yep.
I don't know if beating off is the proper way of saying it.
I wasn't going to say anything. Yeah.
Yeah, he's jerking off 10 people.
Crazy.
Nope, that's not right either. But yeah, he's just handling.
I want to see how I get out of this.
Yeah, like they're doing a lot of defense, and he's just handling the D. You know, he's just straight on handling that D.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he is pummeling away on them.
But yeah, so no, it was a great, really, really well done fight scene. I thought it looked great. Showed a ton of powers because that's what I'm here for. Ultimately, I'm here for the powers.
Yep.
And like let's leave the final scene to without talk. We will talk about the son finally gets a chance to prove himself, and they're like, the dude's about to literally go atomic, like he's gonna explode, take out a whole state.
Who knows what exactly?
Kill everybody there, and the son makes a decision to
open up,
smash Black Star's head in. He punches him super hard, caves his whole head in.
Yep.
And causes a huge fight with his, well, not a huge fight, but his father was like, we don't kill. Like, what are you doing? We don't kill. But it's like, dude was about to kill how many thousands of people?
Yeah, I thought that part was interesting. I think that he wanted to die.
The Black Star guy?
No, I think the
the father.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that hot, juicy take.
Yeah, because when we were watching it, I'm like, oh, I think he wants to just end it now because he's disappointed in what he's done. I think it's a lot of regret because you kind of see like the edges of that with his family falling apart and how draconian he's been. And I think part of him, I don't know if all of them did, but I think he was, ready for that if it were to happen. Yeah.
So much so that he'd be okay with like killing like hundreds of thousands of people.
I mean, if people are so deep in their own, he obviously has some very complicated emotions. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's interesting. I hope we don't see a like evil Superman thing going forward, like because that's played out. I don't want to see that. I don't think it'll happen because he's so moral. Like I can't see him completely snapping and going to kill people on his own. But yeah, maybe he was like, all right, let's just be done with this. But that's interesting. I like it.
Although that would be cool if he did go turn evil because then she can like put the blindfold on and she'll get like all powered up, Lady Liberty, and then they'll be punching each other with stars like that one time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So and then the end of the show happens. Big twist.
Did not see it coming.
We're not going to talk about it.
No.
Go watch it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Because it was really interesting and it's really setting up something. It's setting something up, and I don't know what. But there's a lot of threads that are in this show. Just the familial relationship. Brandon really trying to fill his father's shoes. Just the world of superheroes. There seems to be a bunch of them.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely.
So interested to see more.
Some of them seem like they do die because I feel like at least a couple of them during that fight seem like they died.
Yeah, a couple of them died. One got like burnt to like crisp.
Yeah,
like
so that's permanent. Yeah.
So it was it was a very enjoyable show. But before we give our rating, I just want to talk like I said, Mark Millar has a bunch of shows coming out. I found a list.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of his writing. So when it's funny, I say that, but then I never finished this one. I didn't like this one for some reason. I didn't like the characters because they were all assholes. The kids were assholes. Like it was all like they were like holier than thou. Everybody was better than them. Like rich kids. It was like the Kardashians.
Like this one, I mean, it really didn't seem like that.
No, it didn't. Yeah, they're living like an old house.
Yeah.
And like just seem to be down to earth. Like, so I'm interested to go back and read it now because that's what I remember. And I don't remember if that's the case, but I feel like they were more like living in mansions and like Kardashian Hilton reality show type shit.
Like if the Kardashians had powers, yeah.
Dude. That would be awesome.
That'd be a good we should write that graphic novel.
What powers would they have?
Do you remember when they went to like Kanye's one of his shows and they all had like the blonde hair walking on with like pink fur? And I'm like, they look like some like Stepford Cuckoos just coming.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, I loved it.
Yes. And then Chloe is just like
She-Hulk. Oh no.
I was thinking, do you remember like in what was it? It was in Family Guy when they all got powers, and then the one girl, her nails just got a little bit longer.
Meg. Yeah. Ow, that kind of hurt. Am I bleeding? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right.
All right. So we talked about he did Kingsman, and he did that was the other one, Kingsman. You've seen Kingsman.
I saw that. That was a great movie. Yeah.
But he's also doing a show called The Magic Order.
Cool.
I love magic.
Yep.
You love order.
I do. Ordering takeout.
American Jesus.
Okay.
Yep. Super Crooks.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's a superpowered heist comic about 8 supervillains.
Warrior Nun one, has he? Adela Warrior Nun?
No, okay. I don't think so. Anyways, And then on the film side, he's doing a movie called Reborn, and movies Empress, Huck, and Sharky the Bounty Hunter are moving forward. So
wait,
lots of stuff.
Is that all one movie or
three movies?
Okay.
Empress, Huck, and Sharky the Bounty Hunter. Now, maybe if they do well, they'll do like the three of them together.
That's what I saw. Like, I think it was like a Shark Girl and Lava Boy, whatever kind of.
Yes. Like Sharky, Huck, and Empress hanging out.
Yeah.
Like Mitzi, Dixie, Daisy, Dukes, and what was that song? That
Mitzi, Dukes, and Daisies. That's the song you're talking about?
No,
it's Dupes and Doopsy Dupes and Dupes and Daisies.
No, like never mind. Moving on.
Moving on. Look at you waving that off with a
Yeah, no, it was a song that I'm going to remember what it was.
Yeah, post it for everyone to see later on. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm, I will. But yeah, so before we get into our ratings, our usual ratings, let's talk about some other comic book based superhero TV shows. And I found a list, and it's the 10 best live action comic book shows of the 21st century, according to IMDb's rating.
Right. Okay. I like
very
IMDb.
Specific.
Mm-hmm.
These are not our choices, because the first one, I never even knew it was a show. This is on CBR.com. Number 10, according to IMDb's rating, Pennyworth. It's a Batman series about Alfred Pennyworth.
No, I remember Penny from Inspector Gadget.
So it's on Epix. That's probably why I've never.
Yeah.
What even is Epix?
I don't know. EPIX?
Yeah.
That's all I know. I don't know.
So yeah, never heard of that, but you know,
I guess if you have Epix, check it out.
Exactly. It's probably like next to like right between like Pop. Like that's a channel that like is just randomly like
Pop, yeah. I don't know Pop because of Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek, yeah. That's the only thing that's been on.
Well, that's actually not 100% true. We also know Pop from watching Big Brother Canada.
Oh, that's right. That was Pop. Okay, so that must be a Canadian station.
Yeah. Marsha the Moose. Shout out, everybody knows who that is.
Yeah. We were just talking about Big Brother today or yesterday, and whether or not we're going to watch Big Brother again. And then Liz was like, well, Keith is moving home, so probably.
That's true. That might give me something to do. I know. I'll be in withdrawal from things. Yeah. I might need to get back into like a nice social schedule like that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's going to be weird.
Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, whenever the hell it's done.
Yeah. And don't forget, Big Brother After Dark when you have to watch every night.
Yeah.
All right.
Shower scenes. Woo.
Number 9.
We're still doing it.
According to IMDb, Umbrella Academy. That's got an 8.0. That one, I love that show. I love that book, like that series of books. Gerard Way, Gabriel Ba, Gerard Way, the man of many talents. He does, one of my favorite bands, My Chemical Romance, and these books.
I did not know that.
Fantastic.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check out Umbrella Academy. Watchmen. The HBO series Watchmen. Did you watch that when it was on?
No, I didn't.
It was good.
Everyone loved it. I know it was huge. Yeah.
Super good. Unfortunately, like it's like a one and done. Like there were so many like unanswered questions and so much more that could have been done. And they're like, yo, we're not going to do any more of it. And I was
really?
I got like mad. I got like physically mad. I had to go for a drive.
Yeah, really? Wow.
I gotta go blow off steam. Serious. I like slam the door behind me.
Don't talk to me, Liz. I'm going for a drive.
I peeled out of the driveway.
Yeah. What were you listening to?
Martha Wainwright. What song?
I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Look that up, people.
Number 7, the show Lucifer.
Okay.
That is based on a Neil Gaiman comic that I've never read. Nope. It's like one of the 4 Neil Gaiman things that I've never read.
You guys read all of them. I know you guys love Neil Gaiman.
Yeah. And I just got Sandman. I'm reading that right now, and that's one that I've never. That one's beloved, and I've never checked it out. But I got the first first 3 graphic novels or whatever. So
Nice.
I'm excited to check that out. But yeah, Lucifer is on Netflix now, and that has been it's been one of our pandemic watches.
Okay.
We watched the entire series during COVID. Not really.
Okay.
Liz likes it. It's cheesy. It's very, very cheesy.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like, it's good one. It's one of those where like you could just like mess around on your phone, eat dinner while you have a show on in the background.
Yep.
Like, it's very formulaic. It's like a cop show where he's like working with the cops to try to solve shit, but also he's the devil and he can tell people's like greatest desires.
Ooh.
And then also he's like sexy and he's like a nympho.
Isn't the cover of him with the shirt off? Because I think I remember the cover of this.
Yeah, most of the time he's got his shirt off. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 6 is Happy. Now, I read the book. I've never watched the show. It's a Grant Morrison comic. And Grant Morrison writes really, really weird shit. This one being one of those. Happy is about a guy he's like a former detective, and now he's an alcoholic, and he sees like this tiny purple or blue horse. Like, it's a cartoon horse, and it like guides him. I think it might even be a unicorn.
Like a Patronus.
Yeah, but it's always just kind of like sitting on his shoulder or like in front of him. Like he's having like an acid trip or something. It's a weird show. I never watched it because it was like a really like, it's like one of the. What?
Wasn't there some like French movie about a weird blue horse that they would run? It was.
I don't know. Probably. This one is very, very violent, very crass. Okay. Not a French film.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
But this one's on Sci-Fi. I think it was canceled. So.
Got it. Yeah.
Next up, of course, The Walking Dead. Everybody loves The Walking Dead. Yeah,
I never liked that show.
You're not a big zombie guy.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the whole world is so ugly.
Yeah, it is. It's dark. It's super depressing. I watched maybe, I don't know how many seasons there are. I think I stopped with maybe like 4 seasons to go. Okay. But now, actually, I think it's finishing.
Oh, wow.
And they're all on Netflix. So I keep thinking I'm going to go back and catch up on the ones I missed.
Yep.
We'll see. But that's another one that, I read,
you loved The Walking Dead. Michonne, was that her name? Michonne?
Yeah, Michonne. Yeah.
You loved her. Yeah.
Yeah. We put the down payment on our house by me selling early issues of The Walking Dead at the height of its popularity. So that was really great. But I got bored with it. Everything was so dark and just depressing, and like everybody's just killing everybody. And I was like, I can't right now. I just got to stop. But I'll go back to it. Next up, we have Legion. That one is something that you would probably dig, based on like the Legion from the X-Men series, powerful, psychic.
Yep.
That we watched the first maybe like 5 or 6 of those, and it was so fucking like hard to follow. It was really like stylish and like.
What is it on?
That was on FX.
FX. Okay, so it was on cable. Okay.
And I think that one's done now too, but I've heard great things, and obviously it's on this list. So but yeah, that one, it's like like mutant, they're mutants, and they have like, he's got telepathic abilities and telekinesis and shit.
I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think you dig that one. Number 3, The Punisher.
Oh yeah.
The Netflix series, John Bernthal. That was, that and Daredevil were my favorites out of those series. But dude, I could like just put on loop just John Bernthal just grunting, like, and just hammering things. I think I watched, there's a scene where he's just got this sledgehammer and he's smashing a wall, and he's just like, Ugh!
Oh yeah.
And dude, and it is just, something is just, it's just like makes me,
hits you right in the
face. It hits me, dude. Gives me them goosies.
Yeah, oh.
But no, he's just the man. He's just the man's man. Just a man.
Like, he's like a man crush kind of man, right? Where you want to be like, that's
yeah.
Boys want to be him, and the
girls want to do him.
Yeah, is that how that goes? Yeah.
Be in him. No, that doesn't work.
Hey, I mean, maybe some people might.
Number 2, Daredevil.
Okay.
You know, Netflix. We got Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock. Great series. That was like the first time when we're like, yo, they're like going to make a good TV show about a superhero. Like it's actually happening. And then
Jessica Jones came out.
Yeah. And Iron Fist came out. I mean, most of those shows, I wanted them to be way better than they were. And Jessica Jones was, I liked it. It was very different.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you would like Jessica Jones too, really, because I mean, you probably don't, I don't know.
I mean, I watched the first couple episodes of that and I just couldn't get into her as a.
Yeah, you don't like that actress, probably. That's your thing. I know it.
Yeah.
Tell me. But yeah, those are so great. I hope that they can do something with those. Well, at least Daredevil and Punisher.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And number 1 on this list, The Boys. Fresh. Oh, everybody loves The Boys.
I have not seen The Boys. I do actually want to watch it.
It's good, dude.
I mean, it's so good because I saw the promo with Chase Crawford, you know, as Aquaman, and with the, you know, just
with the gills.
With gills and just everything else. I don't remember the promo picture where you just saw his, you know, his aqua staff.
Oh yeah. No, I don't remember that. But like, yeah, he's got gills. And he's like weird, like without giving too much away.
Oh my God,
he's like a freak. Like oh no, he's not really a freak. He's like, I think he's a sex addict.
Okay, of course.
And like I don't know. He's some sort of addict, but he like wants people to like finger his gills or whatever. I don't remember if that's true. I might just be making that up. Now I'm wondering if he was with like a crazy fish lady that just wanted to finger his gills and then he didn't like it. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, I mean,
but no, The Boys. The Boys is fantastic. It's a very adult series.
Oh yeah. Did you see the newest season?
So there's 2 seasons out. 3rd season, I don't know when. Hopefully soon. It's either done or it's being filmed right now.
Okay. So you were all up to date with it though. So you've seen the like.
Oh, absolutely. We were done the week it came out.
Okay, you did. Okay. Like, didn't the second season kind of throw in some new people and some new blood and kind of take it in a different direction? Really? Okay.
Yep. And season 3 seems to be doing that too. They got one of the dudes from Supernatural coming on.
Which one?
I don't remember.
The one Liz likes or the one Liz does not like?
Which one? I don't remember. Jared Padalecki, maybe.
Oh yeah, coming on? That's the other one with like the haircut, with like the bowl haircut.
I really don't know.
Never mind.
Well, do some fact checking for us, First Steps fans. Let us know. I'm actually going to put it right now. I'm going to put it right there. The big picture of whoever it is.
There it is, right there.
There it is. That guy.
Yeah, that's.
I never know which way to point to. I think it reverts, so I got to point this way.
This way you want to point.
Yeah. So yeah, watch The Boys, dude. You love it. Okay. Although it might be a little like it's some points are.
I don't care if it's violent. That's fine. I'm not
even like super. It's violent, but it's like just also like kind of like just dark and like over the top and a little like I don't know, but it's good. It's not nearly as adult, like the comic series was like the most like adult like. I mean, there's a lot of sex and nudity and drugs and violence. It was really intense.
What is this one on?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. That's why I haven't watched it, because I don't have that.
Oh, gotcha. Yo, talk to me after, dude. I'll hook you up.
Okay. That's funny. I'm like, that is the reason. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's definitely good. It's every episode is like surprising.
Cool.
Like, you know, shit just keeps like, what the shit just happened? It's fantastic. But yeah, so that is according to CBR.com and IMDb. These are the top 10 best live action comic book shows of the 21st century. If there are any that we missed or that you think should be in there, like I said, this was not our list. So, you know, if I were to put together a list, it might be a little bit different. But you know, let us know what you think of the list and what ones should be on the list. Because I don't know. Like I really enjoy the like this all the CW shows. We haven't watched them in a while, but like it was like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl.
Yep. Right.
The problem was that like we were trying to watch them all because they once a year they do like a crossover event. So we're like, we got to watch all of them. And then they just kept making new ones. Dude, there's like 8 different shows and they're all like intersect.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow and Black Lightning. And now there's a Batwoman. There's
I didn't actually realize this all on CW.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then now there's like a Stargirl. I don't know if that intersects, but because that's on a different series or a different channel. So I don't know. But do you have a favorite comic book show that wasn't on this list?
I'm trying to think of a live action one.
No, it doesn't have to be live action. Just just something that you
we've talked in the past about, obviously I like the X-Men a lot. That was obviously cartoon to cartoon or comic to cartoon.
The 90s X-Men animated series.
So great.
Yeah.
I like what's it called? If anybody's seen it, Inuyasha, I think it's pronounced, manga from like back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that like at all. Like I've never.
Yeah. So you might have seen one of it. It had a like there was a girl. I mean, there's always one of them. They had like bow and arrow that would fire off. There was like this white demon beast guy that jumped around. There was a woman that rode on the back of a like giant fox that had a giant boomerang.
So I'm familiar with like pictures and stuff, but like I don't know if I've ever. I know I've never seen like an episode or anything of this.
I think that was one of the ones that everybody had a really cool. It almost had like, to me, an X-Men kind of thing where everybody kind of had a place in the group and they all had arcs of, ascension and they're more fleshed out than a lot of other mangas that I've seen. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was trying to like look at a list to see like which one. I'm like, what?
There's so many.
There's so many. What about no, because I was going through this list and I'm like, oh, so this was one, but I don't know which came first. So Buffy and the Vampire Slayer. What came first, the movie or the comic?
The movie did.
Yeah, I think so too. Because then they had the Dark Horse comics, and I think those were about like the show or whatever. So
I thought so too. I thought those only came out after the show, but those wrong too.
Shouldn't be on this list. This list seems really weird too. There's like a lot of weird stuff that I don't know. But, one show, I'll tell you one show I was disappointed in.
Yeah.
Because one of my absolute favorite comic book superheroes of all time is Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
That show was good. Did you watch any of that Netflix, the Luke Cage?
No.
It was good. It was good. He was a great Luke Cage. Like, dude, if I had to recast or cast anybody, I would totally recast him as this in the role again. But the story was just like, he wasn't as powerful as I wanted him to be. He was just out there, just like dealing with some crime in the hood and stuff like that. Yeah, I just wanted him to be like super awesome. But so that's one. And then we're really loving, there's a show, Doom Patrol, and that's based on a Grant Morrison DC comic.
Okay.
And it's on HBO, and that's another one that you should definitely watch. It's one of the, Grant Morrison, like I said earlier, writes weird stuff.
Yeah.
He loves writing weird stuff, and I love it. I love it so much. It's very, very meta. And this is like, dude, it's such a good show. There's like, there's just so many weird characters. There's Flex Mentallo. He's a guy who's like an oldie time like weightlifter, and when he flexes, he can like do things with his mind, like do like make things happen.
That's awesome.
Like there's a town, like a sentient town, that like accepts like people that are different.
Okay. See, this is cool. This is not a cookie cutter kind of recipe for their.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing cookie cutter about it. There's Brendan Fraser plays like a big robot man.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a woman like a 50s actress who like she turns into goo, or she's like stretchy.
Oh, Alex Mack.
Yeah, she's like Alex Mack. Yes, but she doesn't want to turn into goo.
Oh.
But yeah, it's great. It's on HBO. I definitely recommend that one for sure.
That's live action?
It's so weird. It is live action. Yep. But yeah. All right. So let's get back. Let's give our rating for Jupiter's Legacy. I will tell you right away, binge it 100% because after that twist at the ending, I was like, we got to play the next one. And we didn't. We did not. And Liz was like cursing me. She was like, let's just watch to the next one. And I was like, we can't do it. It was just the first episode. But yeah, I loved it. The fight scene right into like this ending. Like it was the perfect way to keep me hooked, wanting to go right into the next one.
Yep. Yeah. The ending was great. I thought it was fantastic. I'm still just going to give it a watch. Like I will watch it when I'm over at your house. No problem. I don't know if I would suggest to watch it, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'll let you know after the second episode what if you should get back into it. Yeah. Not that you would. I mean, we all know after watching the awards show, how many you go back to continue watching.
Yeah, I just didn't resonate with too many of the characters because honestly, the only one I really was interested in learning more about was kind of the daughter to see what happens to her. And then the psychic guy, and his powers more because that was interesting. And then there was a moment, we don't want to spoil it, but where his powers seemed to not work. And I'm like, what happened there? So that was interesting to me. But the rest, I really didn't like the main guy, Jupiter or Ulysses or Grant, whatever his name is.
Ulysses S. Grant. Yep.
He was just not my guy.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'll fill you in on what happens.
Yep.
Because I know you want to know how they got their powers. I think we all want to know how that happened.
That you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, I will let you know about that. So cool. So that's Jupiter's Legacy. It's 8 episodes.
Okay. Is it 8 and done, or is it 8 and signed again?
I don't know. I don't know. With Netflix, who knows? They're weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what criteria they have to like even get like a second season, because there's some stuff that literally should have just been one season and done, but then it becomes popular and they're like, let's just make more. And it shouldn't be made. So and then there's stuff that like is fairly popular and is great, and they just stop it. And they're like, all right, well, you're canceled. Yeah. It's like, what? This is a great series.
We'll have to see. The dice is thrown. We'll see where it lands.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, it was a great first episode. Like I said, I'm excited to see more, but I'll fill you guys in on the Twitter. Go to First Steps Podcast on Twitter, First Steps Podcast on Instagram. I'll let you know the scoop about episodes 2 through 8. If you're interested, hit me on the DM. Always open. Slide in there. DMs. Exactly. Slide up in there. Yeah, so definitely check us out there. And then YouTube, Pop Culture Playground. That's where you'll find all of these First Steps episodes. I just finished a video game review for Layers of Fear VR.
That sounds intimidating.
It was a little spooky, but spoiler alert, not a great game. But you go check out that review up there. And then I started doing lists of the best streaming content out there on Netflix and those sort of series. So top 5 best horror movies on Netflix is up right now. Go check that out. Top 5 comedy movies on Netflix is coming out this week, and then top 5 action movies on Netflix coming out soon. And I stand by all the top 5 lists. They're the best shit out there, and I'll fight you if you disagree.
Wow, passionate.
Yeah. Pop Culture Playground, get there. And then please just subscribe there. We're really getting. I have a goal of 50 subscribers, and we're at 40.
We got this. We can make this.
Come on, so 10 more subscribers. So if you're at all on the fence about doing it, just throw us a subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And at the same time, also, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, go there, rate the show 5 stars, leave us a great review. And if you do that, send me a message. Let me know you did it. I'll send you a sticker. We got some awesome stickers. So, do all of the things. Do all the things.
Say, listen on the podcast and then come check us out because we are two handsome guys. So you really want to see.
Too handsome to just be listening to.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this light just shining off my forehead here.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's getting warm, and you could see my glow. Exactly. I have a bit of a glow.
Natural glow. Exactly. So tune in and give us 5 stars for that glow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where else are you going to get this sweet glow?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's finish it up here. Let's end strong. You know what they always say, finish strong, leave them wanting more. So that being said, bye. No, I'm kidding. Do all the things I said, and we will see you here next week for another episode of
Same bat time.
Same First Steps channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oops.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you then. Bye.
That wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad, right?
Oops, I did it again.
Sexy.